What is a better way to carpet the DM than putting a vibrating sponge on your face? I don't know. Alright, no foundation on right now, and it is first thing in the morning, and we are trying out a vibrating sponge. So this is the Sephora Sonic Airbrush sponge. I thought it would be fun to do like a first impression kind of thing on this. I've seen a lot of videos on the Color Me automatic sponge, I think that's what it's called. It's like 54 bucks. I actually found this one on Sephora for $11. It's originally $25, but they had it marked down to $11, so I snatched it up. I feel like I would not pay $25, let alone $54 for a rotating sponge, but that's just me. I'm gonna take this out. It does come with an extra little sponge top in here, and you are supposed to take off the sponge applicator and wash it after each use. I'm not sure how long each sponge is supposed to last, but they do give you 2 in here. So you just pull off this guy. So ironically, I just went to read some of the claims on Sephora's website, and it says that this product is no longer available. I don't know if that means that it's like fully discontinued and they're never bringing it back, but I asked you guys on Snapchat and Twitter if you still want to see this video, and a bunch of you said yes, so I'm still doing it today. Super weird timing because I was literally looking on the website reading the claims last night, like 9 hours ago. Even weirder, I decided for some reason last night to screenshot it. So I have the claims. Sometimes when I do first impressions, I'll screenshot it the night before just so I don't have to like go finding it again the next morning. So I did screenshot the claims right here. So it says it's an easy to use vibrating brush for a flawless application. Innovative tool smoothly and evenly applies foundation for a flawless airbrush look. It has 12,000 tiny dabs per minute. Whoa, that's actually a lot. Flexible, non-latex sponge hugs curves around the nose and eyes. Oh, it actually feels like it could do that for instant perfect application. So that's pretty much all it says. As far as how to apply, it says to dab the sponge directly into makeup, switch on the pulsation, and apply to your face. Apply what does that sound? It says apply gently in a circular motion, starting at the center of the face and moving out. Press firm and buff the product into skin. Turn off the sponge, obviously. So that is pretty much it. I haven't seen any videos on this. I have seen a bunch of videos on the Color Me sponge, and that one actually looks like it does a pretty legit job, so I feel like there is hope. I'm going to take the YSL Touche Éclat foundation in the shade BR10. I did a review on this during 15 days of foundation, and in my time it is still that same week that 15 days of foundation ended, so I'm trying out a bunch of the foundations again to see how I like them with different powders and stuff. So I put about 3 pumps, what was that? I think that's 3 pumps on the back of here. I'm just going to dab the sponge directly into the product on here. So it is like covered. I think we're gonna do the sponge on one side of my face and a brush on the other side of my face. So I'm gonna put it on my face and then turn this on. Whoa. Oh, circular motions, right? It feels very soft. Okay. I feel like that ate up a ton of the foundation. Turn this off and dab in again because that didn't really cover anything. Let's go in again with a little more product. It does glide over the nose area really nice, but I just feel like it's eating up ton of product. So it went on fine, like it blended out easily. I just feel like I'm not getting nearly as much coverage as I get with a brush. And this was pretty much 2 layers now. I'm just gonna do my whole forehead with the sponge. So before we do that, I'm gonna use a brush on the right side of my face. And I have whatever's left over in here. I'll probably need more product, but maybe not because it's a brush. I feel like I just got better coverage with like half a pump of foundation than we did with like 2 full pumps on this side. Yeah, definitely did. I'm gonna dip again to do the forehead. Whoa. It totally eats it up. Look at that. I feel like that just rubbed it around and like soaked up half of it. You don't have to press super hard to blend it. I thought you were gonna have to press harder. I'm getting virtually no coverage because it is literally all soaking up in this thing. I'm gonna try and like spot conceal on this side a little bit. Maybe lines. Let's try lines instead of buffing. Now it's just kind of dragging what we already put down around. Feels good. Feels kind of like a facial massage. Alright. Not super impressed. This side with like half a layer basically looks way better than this side with almost 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup going with my brush. So here's a quick close-up. Here's the brush side with 2 layers. Here's the sponge side with 3 layers. As you can see, it didn't really cover up anything in here. Forehead, I just went over with my brush, so that's a little bit better. Brush side definitely got better coverage, soaked up less product, and I used about half the amount. So the rest of my makeup is on. On my lips right now is Ofra Angelus, and I forgot how much I like this color. So overall thoughts on this guy. If you don't need a ton of coverage, I do think that this blended out fine. The finish of it was totally fine. Definitely a little bit more time consuming than the brush, but nothing horrible. But it does soak up, I feel like, 3/4 of your product. Even with 3 layers of foundation, I couldn't get the coverage that I usually get on 2 layers with the brush. For me, I think this one is a pass. I'm not sure if I'll even use this again because I don't want it to keep eating up my foundation. Maybe it's a good thing they discontinued it. If you guys like this video and you want to see more first impressions on tools, I think this is the first tool first impression I've ever done. Let me know down below if you want to see more of these kinds of videos. If you do, let me know which tools you want to see. If you're new here, make sure you join the Bayrito family and subscribe. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.